Assalamualaikum. Hi guys, this is Sarah. You also know me as the Fetal Search. So today in this video I'm going to talk about my experience during Ramadan. Hold on, let me raise my chair a little. Alright, there we go. So I made like 2 previous videos on this same subject. One like a week ago, one like 2 weeks ago. The one 2 weeks ago I wanted to upload, but it was too long to upload from my phone, so YouTube probably saved you in that way. The other one, I wasn't really pleased with it. I don't like making remakes of my videos. I like doing it in just one take and then uploading it, because if I do several, I forget what I was going to say and get confused about stuff and the whole works. But anyway, so I'm going to talk about my experience this Ramadan as a convert. This is not my first Ramadan as a convert. This is, I would say, my second one. I believe this is my second one. And, but this is my first entire Ramadan being like an official Muslim, like having taken my Shahada, because I took my Shahada on August 11th of last year during Ramadan, and so that was an amazing thing, but we're talking about this Ramadan, and so I kind of want to tell you about my challenges that I face as a convert during this month. So, as we all know, Ramadan is a time of reflection and getting closer to Allah. I can do that in some respects, as in reading Quran and praying and stuff like that, reviewing myself. But unlike a lot of other Muslims, I'm not allowed by my parents to fast or to go to the mosque. So, and so people always ask, wait, what do you mean by you're not allowed to fast? As in, if I try to fast, my parents force me to eat. So I've only gotten away with fasting 2 times this past Ramadan. And, you know, it's very disappointing. It's disappointing to not be able to do something that is so important as far as religious traditions go. I'm not sure if that's the right term to give. But, you know, it's upsetting that, you know, I can't do something that's so important. I think that, I don't know if I'm alone in this view, but I think that other converts feel the same way, in that we don't want to feel that sense of illegitimacy, as in you're not, well, not legitimate. I don't know if you guys understood, but in the faith and in practice. So it's hard not being able to participate in things that are so important. We want to feel that sense of legitimacy. We want to feel that sense of community that comes with fasting together and going to the mosque and stuff like that. But I think that a lot of converts, especially young ones my age, can't do that unless they have very accepting parents. And I always get the comment all the time that actually bothers me a lot, where people always say, oh, well, in matters of religion, you're allowed to disobey your parents. Okay, I understand that, and there's some things that I absolutely do not compromise when it comes to religious matters, but things like hijab and fasting and going to the mosque, I really don't have control over. There's been incidences with hijab before, with fasting, with going to the mosque. in which I know that it's not possible for me right now to be able to do those things under their control. I can't. I don't know if you guys really understand what that feels like, to know that the second you step out of line concerning something that's so important to you, you will be severely punished by people who you thought loved you. And, you know, I say that because I really don't think my parents love me the same as they used to. I think they still have that parent-child bond of love, but I don't think that they really love me like they used to. And I can't really make you guys understand the family dynamic there, where I draw that opinion from, because it would just go into way too much. But, you know, it's tough. It's tough. Celebrating Eid alone for me was very sad. It's hard. It's hard when you want to be one way, but you can't. You can't help your situation. That feeling of helplessness, I think, is really the worst. And so that makes my Ramadan something bitter and sweet at the same time, because I have some opportunities to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But on the other hand, I can't enjoy those elements that bring us together as a community. It's disappointing, because to converts, I don't think many people understand, but to converts, community is such an important thing, since we've basically given up a part of our identity in exchange for another one. It's important to feel accepted and to feel loved in your community and to feel like you're part of it. And it's hard to get that when you're under your parents' control. I think it's a little easier for older converts, but even though I'm not saying that it's easy at all being a convert at any age, I'm just saying that I think that it's easier to participate in the whole community aspect if you're older. And so, but I really can appreciate Ramadan in the parts in which I can participate in, such as reading Quran and praying and stuff like that. I can appreciate that, and I think that that Ramadan tends to give us like a boost in religious fervor, in which we have the desire to do things like read Quran on a more regular basis, and it gives us the what's the word I'm looking for? Almost like a catalyst, but anyway. That's why Ramadan is important to a lot of us. It gives us that kind of restart and that push to be better Muslims. And so I think something that we often forget after Ramadan, and that we don't seek to do, is to carry our religious principles and values that we've taken from Ramadan and carry them on throughout the year. We're all very heightened religiously during Ramadan, and we all pay extra close attention to what we're doing, our desires, our intentions, etc. But I think that we need to use Ramadan as an inspiration for the rest of the year, so that we can just check ourselves in our actions every once in a while and keep within remembrance of Allah, so that we can be better Muslims and a better example to others. But as far as Ramadan goes for me, inshallah, next year I will have a better Ramadan in which I can participate with my community, because next Ramadan I will be 18. Yay! And so I will finally be able to participate for once in my life. I'm really looking forward to that, because at this point I feel very sad that I'm missing a huge part of what we come together for. I don't know, I don't really know how to explain it very well. But I hope you guys all had an amazing, blessed Ramadan, and all had a great Eid. And so, inshallah, tell me about what your experience was like during Ramadan, or what you realized or learned most of this Ramadan in the comments, please. And if you have anything to say to me, you can put it in a comment or a message or comment on my channel. I generally get back to every message within time. It can take me a couple months at a time to get through all of my messages. I'm busy with school and stuff now. I started with school again. So, you know, answering messages gets a little slower with that, but I'll have like 100 messages in my inbox at a time or something like that. So it's quite hard to get through all of them in a timely fashion. So I hope you understand, inshallah, if I don't get back to you immediately. So thank you all for listening, and I hope that you understood a little bit of what it's like to be a convert, and that during Ramadan, and that you can help your fellow converts, not just the new ones, but the ones who have also been there for quite a while, who still need your support. Alright, thank you guys. That's all I have to say for today. Inshallah, I will make a new video in a timely fashion. So I guess that's it. Please comment, message, subscribe, etc. This is Sarah. You also know me as the Fetal Search. Assalamu alaikum.